Hello everybody, welcome to Wayne's World's Travels, bringing you to Seattle, Washington in the Pacific Northwest of the United States today. Today I am at Lakeview Cemetery, which is the resting place of quite a number of famous people, but nobody more famous than Bruce Lee and also his son Brandon Lee. So for all you martial arts fans out there, this will be a pretty unique experience. Hope you enjoy the video. So I'm not 100% sure where the resting place is, but I'm going to find it. I checked out a couple of videos this morning. Apparently there are around 40,000 graves here. It's a pretty rainy day, so the views aren't great, but on a sunny day apparently you have a great view of the lake. Let's see what we can find. So I decided to park on the street outside the cemetery and walk in. But as you can see, there's some amazing mausoleums and architecture on the resting places. I'm kind of heading up towards like a hill where I'm pretty sure that's where the great man was rested, along with his son. If you don't know a bit of the background on Bruce Lee, he died very, very young while making a movie called, I believe, The Game of Death. But he had done other classics, Enter the Dragon, and Brandon Lee's son was also died very young, also on the set of a movie, or while making a movie, The Crow, back in the 90s. So very sad as well, two iconic people passing away so young. But this is one of the most visited graves on the planet, apparently. Elvis Presley being the biggest resting place visited, but this one must be pretty close. And looks like we've got some geese here this morning to keep us company as well. So there's the cemetery opens at 10 a.m. I think I'm here just a little bit before the gates were open, so I'm walking around, but there is literally nobody else here right now. The little tiny bit of snow on the ground, but it's pretty cold. It's not too bad. Raining, drizzling a little bit, but it's kind of cool to be able to walk around here when no one else is here as well, because I'm told this is a huge tourist hotspot for the city of Seattle. I did read this earlier on, and not that I wanted to find it, but for all you American viewers who watch this, the founder or the co-founder of Nordstrom is also interned here, so that's pretty cool to see. For everybody who doesn't know what Nordstrom is, it's a huge department store in the US, and I was quite surprised to read that this morning when I was doing some research as well. There you can see those are the graves that the coffin stays above ground, and I'm gonna bet that might be pretty expensive. But again, this is an amazing cemetery, very peaceful, very well kept, and looking forward to locating the resting place of father and son Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee. So I definitely underestimated the size of this place, and like I said, I was here maybe a little bit early, and I have seen a car going around that road. I'm gonna guess that possibly they're doing the same thing as I am. So I'm going to follow the direction of the car. Here you can see tributes to those who have passed. I always find it intriguing as well when you're walking around a cemetery, how many names that you can relate to. So this is a pretty cool place. Very peaceful, very somber, but hopefully we're getting close to finding Bruce and Brandon's resting place. So after walking around for a good fair while, up and down, you can see some people behind me. That's the site of Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee. So finally found it, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a closer look, pay my respects to the great man and his son, and hopefully get a short video for you as well. So we finally made it. We found the resting place of the legend that is Bruce Lee, and also his son Brandon Lee. Took me a while to find it, but incredible. There were a couple of people here before me, but there's no one here right now. If you're in Seattle, I would highly recommend you come in to see it. It's such an iconic figure that's totally standing the test of time. So here it is, the resting place of Bruce and Brandon Lee. Just thought I'd give a quick overview, so anybody who is interested in finding it in the future, you can see right there, there's a grave with Logan on there. It's more or less under this huge tree. And down there, that's kind of like the entrance. You can't see the main street from there. You can kind of see the buildings. The office for the cemetery is also across the street. There's a big heart-shaped one behind the wall here of their resting place. As you can see, there's some flowers. It's really incredible to think that you're somewhat in the presence of such a legend. But well worth seeing, and I'm glad I made the drive over from my hotel today to pay my respects. So there you have it, my trip to visit Bruce Lee's resting place and his son Brandon Lee at Lakeview Cemetery in Seattle, Washington State, Pacific Northwest, United States of America. Please press like and subscribe if you want to see more of my travels. I really appreciate it when you do, and I hope this helps future people who visit Seattle to maybe take the time, an hour out of the day, to come out here and pay their respects to Bruce Lee and his son. There'll definitely be bigger martial arts fans and Bruce Lee fans than me, but I still found it a really cool experience. So enjoy.